Hello everyone, it's good to come to you again. My name is Elly and this is Word of the Week. The Word of the Week today comes from the book of Matthew chapter number 15. In Matthew chapter number 15, we find a beautiful story of this woman without a name. And this woman is just called the woman of Canaan. If you all remember the story of the Egyptians coming from Egypt, they were to go to the land that was their land, which was the land of Canaan. If you remember the story of Abraham, when God is speaking to Abraham, he sends him out and he sends him to the land of Canaan. Now, when the Egyptians come, they're coming to that land and there were occupants there who were Canaanites. This woman is one of those people that were the original possessors of that land. But the story here is this, that this woman comes to Jesus and she says to Jesus, "Help me, my daughter lies sick with an evil spirit." And Jesus does not say anything to this woman. And the disciples come to Jesus and say, "Jesus, Master, send her away because she's bothering us." Look at the response of Jesus. He says, "I did not come but for the lost house of Israel." Jesus disqualifies this woman from receiving the help that is the healing of her daughter, because she's not part of the house of Israel. She's a Canaanite. She's not a descendant of Abraham. She is not part of the promise given to Abraham. She is not part of the covenant between God and Abraham. So she does not qualify to ask for help from Jesus. But look at what this woman does. She says, "My daughter lies sick with a devil. Please help me." And Jesus says to her, "It is not right for me to take the bread that is meant for the children and give it to the dogs." If this woman was like you and me, she would get into the wrong spirit and start cursing Jesus. "How dare you call me a dog? How dare you?" But look at her response. She does not quarrel with Jesus because in her mind, it is her daughter that is sick with a devil. And she wants her daughter to be well. So it doesn't matter what Jesus says. She turns to Jesus and worships Jesus and says, "Yes, it is true. What you have said is all true. But even the dogs eat of the crumbs that fall from the table of the master." In other words, she's saying, "Yes, Jesus, I don't deserve this healing. I don't qualify for your help, Jesus. And Jesus, I'm not asking even for the whole bread. I'm not asking for a bigger portion of the bread, but I'm asking, Jesus, even for the crumbs of the bread, just so that my daughter may be well. All I'm asking for is for the crumbs." And Jesus looks at the woman and Jesus says, "You woman of great faith, let it be unto you according to your faith." Dear friends, this is one of just two of the people that Jesus commends their faith in the Bible. And of these two people, none of them was of the family of Abraham. None of them was a descendant of Abraham. None of them was of the covenant of God. None of them was of the promise. They needed great faith. They had to take greater risk to obtain help from Jesus Christ. But something interesting here, dear friends, that I find interesting, that Jesus says, "You do not take the bread meant for children and serve it to the dogs. Jesus is equating healing to bread. And he's saying healing is the bread of the children. Do you know who the children are? These children are you and me that are the family of God. This week, as we come from this great revival, I want you to know that healing is your daily bread. Jesus teaches us to pray, and he says, when you pray, say this: give us today our daily bread. Healing is your daily bread. Healing is my daily bread. Don't you ever doubt if you deserve to be healed of that condition, because your healing is your daily bread given to you. You don't have to beg for it. It is your daily bread given unto you. Dear friends, this week, I want you to treat your supply, I want you to treat your provision as your daily bread, because you are a son of God. The scripture says, to them that received Christ, he gave them power to become the sons of God. You are a son, and provision, healing is your right. You deserve it. Say to the devil, this is your right. And he needs to know it is your right to be healed. He needs to know it is your right to have provision. The devil must know this. And he must let go of your provision. He must let go of your healing. He must run from your body, because that is your right. Jesus goes on to say, I am the bread of life. Everyone that eats of Jesus is eating of his healing. He's eating of his provision. He's eating of his good health. It is your right, dear friends. Claim it. Claim it. Claim it without apology. It is your right. This week, as we come from revival, I pray that you have been revived. I pray that you have the health that is yours. You have the provision that is yours. You have the strength that is yours. If you don't have it, claim it, because it is yours. It is bread for the children. You are a son in that household. God bless you. God keep you. Have a wonderful, beautiful week ahead of you. Bye-bye. See you next week.